Will Nusi ever hear the end of dropping another interception?
No, no, because that's the second. You want me to hold this?
Oh, no, you're good.
Oh, okay. Nah, he will not. He will not hear the end of that. It's the second time we gave him. We let him go the first time on the sideline from last year, but we ain't gonna let this one slide. I can't lie.
Obviously, then Khalil comes back and gets one about 2 plays later.
Yeah.
A little trash talking there amongst the defense, telling the
Yeah,
young
just
guy
a little
got one.
bit. Hey, Khalil said he was running full speed. I don't know if he actually was. I don't want to put that on record, but you know, we got into a good fist call. The linebackers talked. Parker came. Ball was up in the air, and over here on our defense, tip balls is pick balls. So he was a good crib shot.
College Ball 25 has you 74 overall. What do you think of that?
Listen, I was talking about it earlier, and I'm really hoping they got updates throughout the games because my speed isn't really where I want it to be at. So 74 overall is whatever. Hopefully they got updates, so bump it up a little bit.
We talked to Jackson last week about the dynamic between you and him.
Oh yeah.
The safety. What just having him to kind of lean on? What does that kind of mean to you?
Oh man, me and him, we're constantly talking in the DB room, and it's at this point in both of our careers right now that like we're the old guys, you know, making sure the freshmen are, you know, where they need to be at, but you know, it's how can we elevate our game, and I think a lot of that is, you know, getting with like Nusi and them, working our blitz path is what can we have our foundation right now. So for guys like me and Jack, it's just what can we learn from each other? What are we seeing like run gap wise, pulling guards, all that stuff. Getting with the D lineman Isaac, Nusi, and working our blitz path, our swim moves, all that, and talking with wide receivers. You know what I'm saying? Like getting, you know, their intel on it. It's really just taking our game to the next level for me and Jack. So.
You mentioned being able to point some of the younger guys in the right direction.
Yeah.
Is that more just like things you notice on film, or just like kind of how to go about your business, or kind of what is that most about?
So you saying? Sorry.
No, that's all right. Just like pointing like the young guys in the right direction.
Oh.
Is that just more like technique or like tendencies? Or
Yeah,
what do you,
technique, effort. That's the biggest thing we be stressing to the young guys. Patu, you guys seen Patu showing out. Jalen Edmond, you know, playing his ass off. But basically for those guys, just getting their foundation set. And I think me and Jack, Capenna, all the older guys, Tyson, man, we're all doing a good job at really implementing that for the younger guys. And man, they're gonna go far. You see them balling out on all these past scrimmages we've been having, and it's the young guys been making a lot of plays. I can't even lie. So it's a good to see.
What was kind of the difference today? I mean, at first in that team when you guys were going back and forth, you guys were dominating.
Yeah.
Was it? Coach Dickert kind of said it started in the trenches, but I mean,
Yeah.
it seemed like everybody was kind of firing.
Oh yeah, of course it starts with the trenches. So if they ain't doing their job, you know, them doing their job makes us play a little bit more free back there. So, you know, I think we had four in the beginning, something like that. But we was just making the correct calls and just really being aligned right to execute our plays, man. You know, disguises, don't sacrifice scheme for disguise. Coach Malone always tells me so. But once a quarterback sees a look and then we get out of the ball and it's not what he saw, that's when big plays for the defense happen. So, yeah.
Kind of the fun question. Under the lights, you had the students out here. Did it feel more like geez, this is right around the corner?
Right around the corner, man. It's creeping up on me, man. When I see my name on there for the senior dinner the other day, man, it's all just, you know, all the emotions start flooding in. But just basically staying calm, man, knowing what's going to come is going to come. So right now, we're in the now right now and just getting better what we can do in fall camp, finish strong, and, you know, when that time comes, that time will come.
Coach Dickert talked about defensive communication being like the next step for you guys. I guess what's your role in that, and how do you kind of help that communication process?
Yeah, just being loud, making sure we're talking to our triangles. I think the biggest thing is just, you know, errors happen when there's no talking on the field, and like Coach Schmidt always says, you can see a good defense, or you can hear a good defense. I'm sorry, you can hear a good defense, and you can see them on film talking. And even, I know if Huddle and Exos and film, they don't got the audio on there, but you can see he shows us clips of Luke Kuechly all the time. Oh, Bat moving his hands around. So good communication, that's always going to be our foundation, and we're always going to rely on that. So, yes.
And a lot of new faces in the receiver room that you guys are going against. What have you seen from them, and kind of how does that kind of sharpen your game?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Tony Freeman, man, he keeps me on my toes 24/7. So every time I know he lines up as a slot, I've been getting a little better, kind of gauging where his route running and stuff, but for the most part, Tony Freeman, man, Chris Hutt, Josh Meredith stepping up, man. I'm ready for his. He's gonna do special things for us. All the wide receivers gonna do special things for us. But Trey Shack, a bunch of the new. It's great to see, you know, a bunch of new looks that we get from all these receivers, and I feel like they each have their own sort of they got their own sort of style, and you know we're gonna see a lot of different styles in a lot of games we're gonna be playing. So if anything, it's good for us.
We saw you in practice, as Coach Rickard says, as you end all your evening walkthroughs of folks, with teammates sharing their why. Why is that important to kind of hear that, and what does that do to kind of connect you guys as a team?
I mean, you said it right there. The connection, man. The connection is our edge right there. So, you know, just hearing, you know, stories like that, man, like with Rod today and Cyrus, you know, if that don't move you, you know what I'm saying, to want to be a better teammate and want to be there for them, you know, this is a brotherhood, man. So them being able to express their feelings like that and, you know, tell their story, tell their why, and, you know, really, you know, be open to the boys is like, that's huge, man. That's going to be huge for us and our connection throughout this next season. Appreciate y'all. Hold on.